Little condenser change today. You can see my ports are over there. Not much room for service here, so we're going to either go that way and put the ports in that back corner, or we're going to bring that line straight out right here. I'd say right here is probably the easiest thing to do, and then I'll show you guys how to make that bend, line it up perfect, and we'll get this thing going. New pad down, old unit out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend these lines. I'm either going to put a press 90 right there to bring them that way, or I'm going to bend and then put a press coupling there. And then we're going to set the unit. We're going to mark where our next bend needs to be. We're going to move the unit, we're going to make the bend, and then put the unit back so it's all in place. Hot out today, very hot out. But here I got a piece of copper, probably about 6 feet. I'm going to press it to there. I got this thing as straight as I can for now. We're going to clean one side, press it there. Then we're going to match the top. We're going to match the other line on top. We're going to set the condenser, and then I'll teach you guys how to line that bend up perfect right into it. Tubing straightener for 3/8, highly recommended. Alright, so we cut out what was outside. Oh, the line set that was outside, flushed it, and I extended these lines over. So now we're gonna set our unit here. And then right around here is gonna be our ports. So we're gonna mark those off, and then we're gonna make the bends into the ports. All right, so we got our unit on the pad. Our line sits over here. All we gotta do is make these bends, right? So what I do, I've made a video on this before, but I didn't really explain it. I kind of just showed what I was doing. So right here, you're gonna mark right here, line it straight across. So that's directly across from there. And then our bell stops right here. So you're gonna kind of mark that there. Okay, and these are even, so it's gonna be the same for both line sets. Now you can push this out of the way. And you're just gonna draw right about where those meet, right about here. So that's the end of our bell. So that bell looks like this, right? For both lines. So we know our line set has to come straight across that and stop right there. So that's that. Now we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you where to place the bender on that. We're gonna make the bend, and you're gonna watch that line right up. All right, so we got our bender, and here's our bell, right? This is where the bell's gonna be. So your bend, everybody's question is, where's my bend gonna line up? Where do I place the bender? The trick I've always used is when you put this on, right? We put that right there. You're gonna line this handle up with the end, the inside of your bell right there. And that'll work with any piece, so it doesn't have to be the bell. It could be a coupling, a fitting, wherever your next bend's gonna line up, that's where it's gonna be. So this right here, this side of the handle is lined up with the inside of the bell. That should be exactly where my bend lines up, and it should line us right up in the middle. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't get any ripples in the meantime. And then you're gonna watch this piece pretty much fall right on top of where the bell is marked. There. Take it off. Nice clean bend. And we are directly on top of that bell mark. Right, so we're right there. Can't even see the bell because we're directly over it. And now you also know where to cut your lines. So you just come straight up, put your cutter right there, then that one is done. Now I'm gonna show you the next one. The line's ready to go. Now we're gonna do the high side. So high side obviously is on top right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this line set, I have it over there like that on purpose, so this will run right on top. Pretty much just zip tie it to the Armaflex that's there. But right now it's about the same height, literally laying right on top. I'm gonna make this bend here, just like I did this one, because we know where the bell is gonna be, and we're gonna be right on top of that, just like the ports are. And then we're just gonna offset it up a little bit and offset it back over. So it'll be a little 45 up and 45 in. So I'll watch how I do this. This one is, I use a different bender. I use a Husky. Now these things are hit or miss. Sometimes they work great for people, sometimes they don't. Same with me, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But this one's a lot easier to line up because you literally know where your bend is gonna be because it's right here, you know? So your copper is just gonna follow this pipe. So you're not going to want to go by the outside of this. You're going to want to kind of go where it's indented in for the pipe. So that kind of lines up. You'll see it right here. I'll show you a better angle. The inside of that bender, right, is right on top of my 3/4 right there. So now we know that's where it should be. Oh, there you go. I dropped my phone. And that's where it's going to line up. So now we're going to make this bend here. This piece is a little longer. Nice and slow with this, because like I said, sometimes it's hit or miss. I have had to cut it a couple pieces out. That's a nice clean bend right there. And there we go. Basically right on top right there. Now we're just going to offset it up a little bit. Then offset it over. Quick little offset up right here. Up. And then one right about. You could judge this, you can manipulate this copper. It's only 3/8, so just do your best with it. And that's it. So now I know that's going to be right there. I can cut that at the same right here, and that'll line directly up, and then we'll be able to slide our unit right back into place. So after you do all that, slide your armor flex on. This is what you're left with. Nice and pretty, just the way I wanted it. Everything lines right up. Like I said, guys, try that out. You're really gonna like it. It works for me literally every time. Like I said, and if it doesn't for you, it's soft copper, so it's easily manipulated. So give it a shot. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know how it works for you.